is Dolores Benchkeener, and I'm back with another episode of Let's Communicate. And I am here with a board member of VEO, and I'm also here with the corporate development person for VEO. Tell me your title, sir. I'm sorry.
Actually, I guess I could be called the resource development architect here at
wow!
VEO, so
I like that name, architect. I think that's cool. And then you tell me what your role is on the board.
Sure. My name is Ann Tussman, and I'm the vice chair of the board.
Okay. So Ann and Jeff. This has been a phenomenal day here at VEO. How do you feel everything went today?
Oh my God, it actually exceeded my expectations. I thought we'd have a small group that wanted to kind of check and see what's going on, but we had a very large group of folks who are really just passionate about what's going on here at VEO. So I'm so super excited.
Wow. And Jeff, what was your take?
Anytime that you get people to come and see what you do, and you put your best foot forward and let them truly see the work that is happening on location, you take great advantage of that. And today, I think just the campus itself looked incredible. The facilities inside, the apartments, to be able to show them off, and to really to bring a diverse group of corporate partners and supporters, and just overall people who are interested in VEO together to kind of get a general message and to see the things that are happening here was great. And I think everything looked great. The crew here did phenomenal. Everybody did great.
Wow. I have been here about maybe 6 months ago, and the building wasn't painting.
No.
It looks fantastic. I mean, just in that short period of time, the renovations that have been done, and the gondolas weren't here when the reflection areas weren't here. It's just phenomenal. How long have you been here, John?
All that. I came on board about a month ago.
Okay.
To help them build a resource development platform. So. But yeah.
How's that been going?
Oh, it's been going great. Again, everything has potential. Every idea, every vision, everything has potential. Very few actually have longevity that's built into that potential, and that are groups that are doing something that nobody else is doing. That's if there's nothing that is shared anywhere else, it's the fact that VEO is doing something that nobody else is doing.
Right.
And it's not the fact that services don't exist. It's just the fact of how do we get from point A to point B. One of the things we talk about is for everybody, there's a place where you are and there's a place where you want to be. For many of the homeless veterans, VEO is that place in between where they are now and where they want to be. And it's just access and opening the doors. And when you get to see that, I've been in the veterans service world a long time, in the veterans charities, and when you see opportunities like this, God brings these opportunities together. He's the one that brings me here anyway. Man, you jump on that, man. You grab a hold of that, hang on like grim death, because it's awesome.
I would consider this a best practice model, wouldn't you?
That's the goal. The goal is to create that best practice model, to really create a sustainable, and much of what's happening here, want to create self-sustainable programs and revenue, because again, our economy is taking some hits. Just the world of charities as a whole are struggling because discretionary dollar is down. I mean, so you've really got to say, hey, we want to take your support. We're so grateful for it. But if we truly want to be good stewards of your support of VEO and of anything that we do, we want to take that dollar and turn it into 3 and 4. That's the goal in the social enterprise, to really take that investment, because you're investing in people and turning it into $3 or $4. That's how you can truly take that return and say, we're going to do great things with your support.
Well, the thing that they didn't have when I came out here before was the social enterprises, and I think that that is a fantastic idea. All the social enterprises that they've added. I mean, they've got a workforce right here that's living here, so to put the guys back to work, that's absolutely fantastic. That's what you're part of also?
Well, that's what when we look at, and Anne-Marie, coming from our corporate partner side and being on the board, our corporate America really wants, and our communities want to hire. They want to give these guys opportunities. I say these guys, these are veterans across the board, but they also, they have a responsibility to their companies and their shareholders and everything else to hire qualified candidates that's good. They're going to fill a need. The fact that they're veterans are a great plus. So it's on us. How do we best prepare them to get back into that. So when they do sit down for an interview, or they have an opportunity to get back into the workforce, that they're going to be contributing parts. They're actually going to be productive in that, and that they're going to feel empowered and really meet that skill level that is necessary to do that. Because again, just giving somebody a job is not, if they're not qualified to do it or don't feel like they're qualified to do it, chances of them succeeding are very slim. And then the person who, the company that hired them, they're going to feel like they didn't quite get everything that they needed. So let's hire qualified people, and that's what we want to be able to do as well.
I know that they do more of a manual task, but still the manual tasks do take discipline, and they take skill levels. And I think that starting them with the tasks that you're starting them with, and then actually building on their skill levels is fantastic. This concept of what you're doing here at VEO is so innovative. I mean, Franz is such an innovator.
It's interesting that you say it's innovative, because with having veterans, anyone who's been a veteran, I'm a veteran also, can tell you that there are times when you're in the military, you're being trained for your jobs, but you always keep in the back of your mind that any point in time they're going to ask you to pick up a broom, sweep a floor. So these skills that they have, these are enduring skills. So even though the person might have been homeless a day, or they could have been homeless 3 years, we got to start them somewhere. So by doing these manual tasks, these are things that they probably, that are in that long-term memory. These are things that their muscles remember. So we can get them started there, and then we can kind of work them back up to where they want to be.
What I was talking to Brandon about is taking them from where they come in the door to where they actually want to be.
Yeah.
It's not you're forcing them, which is very different from a lot of programs. A lot of programs say you have to do this, you have to do that. But that's what I think is the most innovative part, is that you're allowing each person to be who they are.
That's true.
Well, we come from a world of, this is what I can provide for you. This is what I can give you. Here's what we have. But until you truly are willing to ask the question, what do you need? And when they tell you, then go, good. Now I can start to help you. Because these, and we all get it. This is what we can give you. This is what we can give you. Well, if I really don't need that, then you really don't have anything that I need. So until you ask me the question, Jeff, what do you need? And I tell you, and you go, you know what? I can help you there. Now you've created a connection immediately. But just to keep saying, this is what we have, they go, okay, you know what, I really don't need that. We were talking earlier about education benefits for veterans, and you say, oh, you're going to get college, money for college and all of this, and just say, I came in on a GED, and I never got above C's in school. So education benefits don't mean a whole lot to me, but we say it's a great thing, it's a great thing. But if they're never a great student, or that just wasn't their thing, it's not important to them. So too oftentimes we kind of put our perspective of what we think is important and really what they should think is important. Too many times we don't ask that question. What is it that you'd like to do? What is it that makes you happy? What is it that fulfills you? And how do we get you to that point?
What I see is that you bring a corporation out here, and they can definitely see their return on investment.
Definitely.
So outcomes, they really are not, they're like secondary to what you need, right?
Yeah, it is. At the end of the day, you can't guarantee anything.
Right.
Our job is to open a door. If the barriers is in the way, remove it. You can't kick anybody through the door. I always used to say you can lead a horse to water, but he will die of dehydration standing right at the trough. All you can do is lead him there. You can't make them drink. You can't make them. You can say how much they need to drink. It's pretty important that you do. But you have to be able and be willing to say, okay, if you don't want to drink, that's your choice. But know that you had every opportunity to make your choices to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. That's when you're able to kind of let that responsibility go. That's a pretty good spot, because we'd love to take everybody through it, but we know that we can't. We know that you can't save everybody, but you can open doors for as many as you can and pray that they go through them.
What I like about VEO is that you do open the doors for all these people. If some of them fall off the bandwagon, Franz is so open-hearted. He never holds it against them. They can come right back.
That's right. You can come right back.
And it's just like, you're welcoming your brother back.
Yeah.
It's like
okay, come on back. Come on back, John. We'll work with you again. Let's see if it sticks this time.
Well,
Wow.
that's the way it's supposed to be, though. I mean, you shouldn't have one. I mean, it shouldn't be just one. If you fall once, because the whole thing is, as long as you get up one more time than you fall, everything you'll make it. Well, if we're telling people, sorry, you fell once, I can't help you back up.
Mm-hmm.
That's really not doing what we're supposed to do anyway. You're supposed to go 7 miles. If you ask you to go 7, you go 7 more, and you go 7 more. You just keep helping and keep helping and keep helping. That's all we can do. That's all that we're charged to do.
Wow. Well, is there anything that you want to tell the folks about your program?
And I'll leave that to Jeff because Jeff has a lot more involved in the day-to-day in terms of programs. So, yeah.
Well, Anne Marie is very gracious, but nothing happens without a great board of directors, and VEO has a great board of directors. But I think just overall changing the perception of what maybe a homeless veteran is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ask people to describe to me a homeless veteran, you would probably get a guy mid-60s. Scraggly looking, because of the wars in Iraq, because of the war on terror and things that are going on, the demographics and the overall look of and what a homeless veteran is drastically changing. We got young generation of guys that are finding themselves, guys and girls, finding themselves without a home, and we have to stop saying that homelessness is a condition. A condition is a skin rash. Homelessness is a circumstance. It is a place where you are today. It doesn't define you. It doesn't do anything else. It's obviously something that is where you are today, but it has absolutely no dictation of where you're going. So if you don't want to be, you don't have to be. And so I think it's very important to change that perspective of what homelessness is, who is homeless, and the fact that it is a circumstance, and we're all of us are a couple of phone calls away, a paycheck away, to get that thing that you just lost your family in an automobile accident that can completely turn your life upside down. Then all of a sudden, things that you thought were important anymore are not any important. And then before you know it, you've gone down a spiral that you can't get back. So it's important for us to say, these guys, they're just trying to get back in it. So what do we need to do to get them back in it? And they're really no different from us. We're all the same. We're all the same, just at different levels.
That's right. I agree with you there. So now, how can we get in contact with VEO to support you?
Well, you can go to veohero.org is the website, the Facebook page, VEO. You can go find us on Facebook. But again, if you go in and Google Veterans Empowerment Organization, I promise you'll be able to find it. You can do Veterans Empowerment of Georgia, veousa.org. There's a whole lot of places and a whole lot of ways to find it. That's what we want to make it. We want to make it real easy for you guys to find us.
Okay. We have a caller.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, how you doing? I'm a veteran, and I'm just calling in reference to the broadcast.
Yes.
And can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I was calling in reference to the group called VEO, helping veterans that are homeless.
Okay.
And I'm a veteran also, so, in the greater Palm Beach area, and I just like what I heard. And I was wondering, if we had to refer someone to you, how can we do that?
Well, first off, what is your name, sir?
I can barely hear you. I have a very bad connection.
What is your name?
I can barely hear you, man. I'm sorry. It's like
What's your
I'm
name?
going to try and call back. I'm going to try to reconnect the call, okay?
Hold on one second. Can you hear me now? Oh.
Oh, bummer. Oh, you got your caller.
Could you hear me?
I can't hear you now.
No. Could you hear me?
It was very muffled.
Yeah, it was muffled.
Okay, now keep going.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, he's calling back now, Roy. Okay.
Okay, yes, how you doing? My name is Foster.
Okay, he can hear us now.
I was just speaking with your name, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm Dolores Benchkin, this is Let's Communicate. And we are here with two representatives of VEO, so I'm going to let them answer your question.
See, the connection is not that good, but if you can hear me, if you like, when you can call me on a clear line, I can give you my number.
He said he can't hear. He said he can't hear.
We can hear you.
We can hear you pretty good.
Can you hear us now?
Okay, well, I can hear you good, but like I said, I just wanted to congratulate your organization for helping our homeless vet and everything. I'm a veteran myself, and I see what it's like for other veterans to be homeless. But I applaud what you're doing for veterans. You know, I'm a veteran in the greater Palm Beach, Florida area, and I was just listening in. But I just want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, well, thank you for your service, and that's we know that this is not just a Georgia issue and not a Florida there, there in Palm Beach, and this is a national issue, and the more that we're able to let guys know that there's an option, there's an option for them, that if they choose to leave where they are and they want to go somewhere else, it's our job to open the door. So just the fact that you heard this, and that we hope that you'll go spread the word about VEO, and that we'd love to come down to Palm Beach and see how we can help the guys down there.
Right. Is there information where people can go online and get more information, or a phone number they can touch base with the organization?
Absolutely. You can go to VEO Hero. That's VEOHERO.org. You can also visit VEOUSA.org, and that'll lead you to the website. Certainly you can connect on the Facebook page. Facebook has now become the, kind of the communication platform, so you can really find out all the cool things that are happening. But we'd love to share some information with you.
Oh, that's awesome. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and take the information. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page and disseminate it to other veterans that I do know that are connected and are trying to help out anybody. Even if you aren't a veteran, I just don't like the fact I don't want to see anyone homeless. So that's what I would do. I just want to spread the information. And I like to applaud the organization for doing that.
Well, thank you so much. Everything follows awareness, and the more people who know about the opportunity and what's going on, the more people can get involved and support, just like you. So thank you so much.
And it really dawned on me, like I said, I'm an avid business owner, and I heard my advertisement on your station. I'd like to thank you again. And then I just said, wow, it just chimed in at the right time. And I just happened to be a veteran hearing it. So, again, I thank you and I applaud you, and sir, keep doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. Well, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. So is there any words of wisdom that you'd like to impart to our listeners?
Well, in parting, I just want to let you all know out there that this is born out of passion, and we have a board that are passionate servants. We have workers out here that are just extremely passionate. And if anyone out there has a passion and they want to help, we can always use the hands. We can always use the help.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. And that has been another episode of Let's Communicate. This has been your host, Dolores Bunch-Kummer. And until next time, we look forward to talking to you in the next week. Bye-bye.